What's up, guys? It's your boy Brian Lopez here. So, today I wanted to talk about how motivation won't really take you anywhere. Um, everything that I say here is personal experience, what has worked for me. But at the beginning of the year, I was 245 pounds. That's the highest I've been, like the most I've weighed ever in my life, right? And I was at my lowest point, like during Christmas, like I was big, I was chunky, I was fat. And I was the guy that like people would say, hey, like keep eating, like, like, hey, you can eat one more, or you can, I was known as the big guy that eats, that knows how to eat, right? So at the beginning of the year, I was really tired. I was big. I was flat. I needed to make a change, and I told myself, you need to start walking at least 20 minutes a day. So that's what I did. Started walking 20 minutes a day. I had no motivations. I had no motives to change. Really, I didn't really have anything other than I didn't like myself. I didn't like how I looked. So started doing 20-minute walks on the treadmill, but those 20 minutes became tracking calories, strength training workout, high protein, low carb or moderate carb, low fat, routine. But I noticed that I didn't really have any motivation. I didn't really have anything that was driving me other than wanting to better myself, better my health. And so unconsciously, I stopped seeking motivation. Motivation wasn't the factor that drove me from 245 to 198. So for reference, I'm 5'7", 198 now. It's been about 5 months since I started this process. But what I want to get to you guys today is that, um, I've been motivated, and of course, I mean, once I've seen the changes, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm motivated. Like, I want to do more. But depending on your motives, um, motivation will fade, and what will stay is the discipline and the consistency that you built. What has worked for me hasn't really been motivation, but being sustainable. And what do I mean by being sustainable? Um, for me, is making less decisions, cleaning my brain, like making less decisions, like what am I gonna wear, what am I gonna eat, what time am I gonna work out. Um, it's stuff like that. I eliminated stuff like that from my life, like what am I gonna wear to work tomorrow? I left my clothes ready the day before. I put that on for tomorrow. One less decision I have to take in the morning. What am I gonna eat? I meal prepped. You know, what time am I gonna work out? Do the same time every day. What workouts am I gonna do? Same workouts every day. And so, what I want to get is that, of course, we're all different. We all have different motives. Maybe for anyone watching this, it could be a heartbreak, or it could be, I don't know, maybe out of vengeance or out of any negative feeling. But I've noticed that if you focus on yourself, if you give you one small goal to yourself, if you give yourself one small goal to follow daily, like for myself was walking 20 minutes a day, that small goal is going to become much more. You'll start noticing big differences. Like now, I would tell myself, I would struggle with telling myself, like, clean your room, make your bed, wash your clothes, do laundry, fold your clothes. Now all those things are automatic. And now I even enjoy doing some of those things. Like, believe it or not, I enjoy folding my clothes. Because one of the things that I kind of eliminated, not really intentionally and kind of intentionally, was social media, right? Because I noticed I was being on social media less, so I took the decision to just delete my social media, um, and and I started enjoying doing like things like that more, like folding my. I was looking forward to doing more things like cleaning my room, decluttering my clothes, my room, and I'm still in the middle of the process. Like, I've got a lot of things to do, but um, what I want to get is the motivate. If that would if my motives would have been like motivate like something like a relationship or something, I would have stopped a while back, you know. And another thing I want to mention also is that, um, for me, going to the gym was something like I wanted to go. I would have went, but I would have stopped. You know what I mean? So all that ties to being sustainable. So instead of going to the gym, I started doing my workouts at home. Got a pair of dumbbells. I got a treadmill out there. But even if I didn't have the treadmill, I would have walked 20 minutes on the road. Um, so um, just make it sustainable. Like, make it sustainable. Um, make it something that you can make it happen. Make less decisions, and that will come over time. Like, once you start, that's the hardest part. Starting is the hardest part, but then you will adjust to your to what you need. Like, you adjust to your schedule, you adjust to your um groceries, what day you want to go buy groceries, what day you want to meal prep, laundry, like stuff like that. You'll adjust once you start. Like, that's the hardest part, starting, and just make it sustainable from there. And another thing too, like, I work in an office, like, right, so I have a routine. Like, I do the same things every day, every morning. Wake up at the same time, do everything at the same, like, every day. I keep the same routine. But last week we were so busy. I had to go out in the field to work out in the field, and that kind of disrupted my routine, right? And those were tough days because, like, you just go out there, you eat whatever that you get. It's not like you're like ready. It's kind of like those days help you grow. Those tough days out of the routine help you grow. Um, but that taught me that, like, I can do it. I'm um, but once you get past that point where you start, you might need a little bit of motivation to start. But once you get to the point where you tell yourself, I'm gonna do it, yourself 3 months or even 2 months, and you'll see great changes in your life. Like, I'm telling you, I'm so happy I'm on this side of the line, per se, and I'm still in progress because I have not hit my goal yet. Which I don't even think there's a goal anymore. But I'm not where I want to be yet. Um, so yeah, it's kind of a bit of a long video. I'm gonna use these also as a check for myself, so I can keep coming back and kind of just share my thoughts. I don't expect anyone to watch this, but it's just a way for me to check myself and post something and have it there. And if someone watches it, great. I hope you can start. I hope you can get off the couch, off the bed, eat healthy, high protein, work out, walk, stay consistent, you'll see. So, all right, guys, God bless y'all, and see y'all next video.